Hello all, it's Lynn from Lynn's Kinky Creations. Today I'm going to do something different. So oftentimes I like to create different kind of wigs. I just try to be creative and let my creative juices flow. So this time around I decided to make a handmade faux lock wig. So I actually took my time and made the faux locks by hand. It took me about 3 days to complete the actual wig. So the first day I started off by doing the faux locks first, like taking a chair, tying some yarn around it and actually making each faux lock. And then when I went to go put the faux locks on the cap, I realized that it just wasn't working out. So I decided to try a different method. But not to kind of derail from what I'm saying, I decided to call this Daring Do of the Day. My husband suggested to me that I do something called the Daring Do of the Day, which is taking a hairstyle that I have created and just maybe talking about it or posting it. You know, it's like, I guess it would be categorized as a hairstyle that is different, that is out the ordinary, that is creative, you know, whatever hairstyle that is that I'm doing that I feel like it's just completely different. And you know, I know I keep saying different, but you get what I'm saying. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you all the wig that I came up with. Like I said, it's a short style, bob style faux lock wig, and I used Marley hair to make this faux lock, to make these faux locks. And I just had like a whole bunch of extra hair because I make wigs, I order hair all the time. So there's times where I have extra packs of hair left over. So I just took different colors of Marley hair or kinky textured hair that I had, and I just went ahead and made a wig with it. So this particular wig is going to be called Autumn's Kaleidoscope. So it has a beautiful array of colors that I feel that are fall inspired. Since it is fall, I feel like this wig gives you that fall inspired look. And it's in a nice short bob style. And I constructed this wig on a dome cap. And I also have some tulle that I purchased from a fabric store some time ago that I didn't really use because I wasn't really sure how to use it. But I watched a couple of YouTube videos and I realized that, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and just take this tulle that I have and use it to make like a, you know, like the lace area of the wig. And the tulle is in like a dark brown color, and actually the way I did it, it shows up pretty transparent, so it looks completely natural. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you all what this wig looks like. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna sell the wig or not. I'm still kind of thinking about it. I don't know if someone would be interested in it, but for me, it was just me merely being creative and seeing how this would turn out. So it was a 3-day long project, and at first I felt like, oh, is this even worth it? Should I even do this? But my husband said, no, just make the wig and see how it looks and see how it, you know, it turns out. So I'm thankful for his support. So without further ado, I present to you Autumn's Kaleidoscope. Okay, so this is what the wig looks like. As you can see, the faux locks are short. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it around, just kind of give you all angles of this so you can see the beautiful colors that I use to make this wig. So you have some blonde strands in there, you have some reddish brown ones, you have a regular 1B, you have some nice, you know, burgundies, purples. This is the back of the wig. As you can see, this is the dome cap that it's been constructed on. front, and I'm gonna tilt the mannequin head down so you guys can see how the top looks. Actually, I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit to show you guys what that looks like on the top. Okay. Okay, so this is how the top looks. The brown part here is the tool that I used. And I actually used my sewing machine to sew the tool onto the dome cap, because I feel like the sewing machine is, once you put a sewing machine stitching something, it's really hard for you to get that out. So I used my sewing machine to sew the tool onto the cap, and I went ahead and I actually folded the tool over 4 times, and that made it nice and sturdy. It was a YouTube video that I have seen some time ago where I saw someone use tulle and they folded it about 4 times to put on their dome cap. So that's what I did, and it really worked out for me this time. So this is the top. As you can see, I have the faux locks. And I tried not to make the tulle area too wide, because there are times where I've tried to make a dome cap style wig and it did not turn out well. And so I'm suspecting that maybe I didn't, maybe I cut the cap too wide, or I cut it too deep, or whatever. So this time I really took my time. And I don't know if you all can see, but I tried to put some baby hairs on the wig. I took some of the Marley hair and I tried to put some baby hairs there. So I don't know. Listen, I was just being creative. I don't know if they are really gonna work, but I was like, let me try it, since it's not a lace. It's not. I didn't use a lace closure. I know lace closures have baby hairs, so I said, let me try to put some baby hairs on this mannequin. So took some of the Marley and put some baby hairs. I ventilated some baby hairs on the lace, on the tool, so yeah. So this is the wig, and as you see in the front, you could kind of part it differently on the side. You can actually bend these faux locks a bit, because those of you that made handmade faux locks, you know that they are kind of stiff for some time. So you can actually bend them a little bit. So it definitely helps with that whole bob style shape. And the faux locks that are in the back, let me try to make this mannequin a little tall so you can see. There are some faux locks in the back that I actually left a little longer to kind of give it that nice, slightly layered look. So that's how that would look, and this is how it looks from the back. So I'm just kind of raising up the mannequin head a little bit so you can see the back. So you see? So guys, please let me know what you think of this video and what you think of the faux lock wig. If you like it, if it's different, if it's something that you would actually consider wearing. I'm thinking about maybe trying to start offering more faux lock wigs that are handmade to the point where I actually make the faux locks. Because when I make my faux lock wigs, I do purchase locks and then I construct the wig. So I'm thinking about maybe actually starting to make my own faux locks to make wigs. So it's not set in concrete yet. I'm still thinking about it, because making faux locks is a very time consuming thing. So I'm not sure, but it may be something that I think about. So if you all have any questions and any comments about this wig, or about wigs in general that I make, or whatever, please feel free to let me know. Please like and subscribe my video, and thank you all for watching. I definitely appreciate it.